Sadud yum puss up. So I'm going to be going backwards on my muddy trail track here, and I'm actually running a little bit short on tea, which is never a good thing. I think I'm going to have to start making them tea jugs 2 at a time. That's the only way to keep up with my pace right now, dude. Shit's going crazy, but I think it's good to take at least 1 day a week off of tea just to kind of rebuild your tolerance a little bit, because you definitely build a tolerance, there's no doubt about it. But man, tea is just so, it's just so like consistently doable compared to everything else. Like if you're drinking energy drinks every day, it's eventually gonna tear you down. It's eventually gonna make you just feel like crap. But if you're drinking tea every day, there's really no negatives to it. You just want a little more of it, but I mean, there's just no negatives whatsoever, man. But either way, let's get to the video. So I'm not even sure if some of these sections will work going backwards. Never actually went on this track backwards before, as per usual. Okay, that's kind of cool. Goes down a bit of a natural hill here. Ooh! Okay, some of these sections I'm really going to have to focus on, because when you have a trail track like this and you're going backwards, certain things are just going to be like insanity. Like I may not even be able to actually get the bike through it, like at all. Not really sure. Oh, not too bad. Okay. So a lot of the sections on this track, I pretty much built them where it would just be like one singular berm rut in the corner, because it was just a trail track in certain areas. That's about all the room I had to put there. Oh, I completely messed that up. Oh, wow. Okay. So it's going to be interesting to see how those little rut berms flow the opposite direction in comparison to their normal direction, because I know how rut entries and exits can be totally different. Oh, shit. This section's going to be hard, dude. Oh, God. I know I can do it because I've done it the opposite way, but if you guys know this track, the opposite way, I added a little bit of a lip, like a little bit of a jump where it helps you get up on the tires. But before I had that little bit of a lip, there was just tires there, and you can do it. You just gotta be able to really get yourself up on them like that, and then ease your way. It's a totally different, a lot harder of an experience trying to get over the tires like this than it is having a little bit of something to help you get up on them. Because, see, I've already lost all my momentum at this point. Oh, if I get stuck, we're in a pickle, boys. Oh, there we go. Just a little bit of patience. It's all it takes sometimes. Woo! Now, these little super fast grass sections, I don't know how in the hell they're going to work backwards. It's going to be kind of confusing trying to remember where all the little bumps and stuff are. The little kickered out. Whoa! About spun all the way back around down that hill. Okay. Going at a turtley pace here, bro. Oh, dude. I love when jokes just naturally come to your mind. Like, you don't even have to really think about it. I feel like my mind just has a gift of doing that. Don't let me sound cocky here or anything, but it's just, I honestly feel like that. Like, if I'm in the mood for it, sometimes I'm not in the mood to make videos, and I'm not really, like, feeling like my super funny mode. And it doesn't really come naturally that way. I think everyone has a little bit of that in them, but they just kind of got to find it. Like, you got to find out what your specific comedy is. And once you do, that's when you can start spitting out some really funny stuff on a natural kind of vibe where you don't really even have to think about it. So some of these sections, wow, that section's way easier going down the hill than up that. You got to hit it like perfect going up it and hit that. You got to ricochet off that one rock like just perfectly. Okay, cool little section. So not half bad going backwards, man. You can pretty much get through everything just fine, other than that one little tire section. It's a little bit more difficult. You got this super down here. You're going to have to get on your brakes way early on that. Whoa. Okay, so it comes around to this little motocross section. But yeah, dude, a lot of custom tracks going to be coming out. I know I always say that about every time I make a video, but it just, I'm like going so hard on these videos right now, like nothing but God could stop me. I mean, it's just, I've never, ever taken it this seriously. Like, what YouTube is to me now is just a part of what I do every day. It doesn't even feel like I'm working at anything really, or like I'm having to, you know, like, oh, I don't really want to do that, but I'm forcing myself. It doesn't even feel like that, even though this is basically all I'm doing is making YouTube videos. Because people don't understand, like, you spend the time thinking about what you're going to do in the video. You spend the time actually getting the gameplay for the video. Then you spend the time making the video. Then you spend the time rendering the video. Then you spend the time it takes to upload the video. Then the video's finally finished. You know, a lot of people just think like, oh, you just hop on there and make a video and then that's all you do. No, that's about 1/10 of the process, is the making the video. The making the video part's the easy part. Everything else is just like so time consuming, and that's what makes YouTube hard, you know, that like your average Joe that hasn't really gotten into it wouldn't understand whatsoever. But that's the difficult part, is like, you know, just simply getting the gameplay for stuff and like the rendering of it, and then trying to upload 2 videos a day on top of all that. It's pretty tough, man. I mean, it's pretty tough to keep that going, but if you're spending your whole life on it, then I guess it's doable. That's basically what I'm doing right now, is spending my whole life on it, man. But this is what I care about the most right now in my life. So, you know, that's what I'm at. That's what I'm doing, man. It's kind of where Spencer Turley's at in his life right now. It's just I get the most joy out of it. I get the most like feeling of accomplishment out of doing it this way. And I've been seeing the positive benefits of it as well. Like, now that I've been doing this double upload every day, every time I look at my sub count, it's like 10 more, 10 more, 10 more, 10 more, where usually it's like 2 or 3 more, and then like maybe the next day there won't be any new subs, and then the next day it'll be like 1 more, and the next day it'll be like 3 more. Now it's like 10, baby, 10, baby, 10. Every day I look at it, you know, it's really starting to pick up some traction. It's just all about those micro grinds, man, at the beginning of any stage of anything. It may not look like it's really getting somewhere massive very quickly, but it will. You know, you just have to keep on it. Like, that's the whole trick to life, dude. Like, even if you're not seeing crazy benefits out of something, you have to stick with it. That's what makes it what it is. That's what makes the grind worth it, is the fact that it was challenging. If it wasn't even challenging or hard to do, or you never were matched up with any sort of difficulties, then would it even feel that good to accomplish it? I mean, think about that. Like, that's the whole point in anything. Would it feel that good to be good at MX Simulator if it wasn't that hard to be good at MX Simulator? If you didn't have to work hard at it all the time to be good at MX Simulator? No, it wouldn't even feel that good. Would it feel that good to be a top YouTuber if you never really had to work that hard at it? No. I mean, some of those YouTubers that like just don't really put much work into it, and they magically get somebody like shout them out or whatever. Those kind of YouTubers like that, a lot of times those people never make it because they don't understand the difficulty of the grind. They don't understand the true passion that it takes to get it to that point, and the joy of actually getting it to that point. That's why a part of me like almost doesn't even like want to gamble in any kind of way, because I don't want to be given wealth or given anything. I want to have to earn it. Because that's what makes it feel good. That's what makes it enjoyable to me. I'm such like a hardcore grind it out and get the results kind of guy. Even though I do think there is magic to certain things, like just having just certain skills to certain things and stuff, but that hard work grind, dude, you just can't compete with it. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, like, you know, you can be a YouTuber and just grind it out 2 videos a day or whatever you're trying to do, but you don't have anything special to you. You don't have anything like, what's up, my dudes, or colder than a witch's titty, or blah, 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 all the crap I've said in videos. You don't have anything like that, then you're missing a little bit of that magic like I'm talking about. You know, it almost takes like a combination of the magic and the hard work ethic to get it to a cool level there. But once you find that, you just find your own magic. Everyone's got their own magic. You just got to figure out what yours is. That's the trickiest part to it, you know. And that's what YouTube has shown me. It's shown me what my magic is. So that was the cool thing about that. But Yeah, not too bad backwards on this puppy. It's basically just completely different track here, completely different scenery. It feels like, even though it's the same track, so that's kind of cool. All the sections pretty hittable. I mean, nothing's like totally been a roadblock. Even that tire section's not too bad. After I've hit it a couple times, it wouldn't have been that bad to have made it that way going the normal way, where it didn't have that little lip that you jumped up on the tires. It wouldn't have been that bad. I just wanted to make more of an easy trail track here, something that wasn't too crazy difficult, you know, something you could just kind of get around. Now, I did notice on those sections where you like go over the tire bridges that are in the water, those can be a little bit more tricky backwards because it's almost like it's not set up at the right angle for like how you're entering it a little bit. It can feel like that. So that is one thing that does sort of happen there. I think I'm just not ballsing up on this section enough. Like, I'm not hitting the gas hard enough once I get right on top of the tires. And so then I'm really having to pay for it and really, like, you know, having to take it slow here. Oh, I may have just got stuck right there. I'm going to have to... hello, heaven. What the fuck? Yeah, let's, see if you just hammer the gas, then you can get over it. I need to quit being a little bitch and just hit it. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, come on, Spencer. Come on. Oh, there I kind of hit it a little. I got a little too erect on the entry of that, and then spun me out. Didn't spin me out, but it flipped me over. Let me see here. And I did get a little bit of spin on that as well. That's what you got to be careful on these tires and not get the spin. That's why I was saying, like, maybe if you hit them in the... Oh, now I'm thinking too hard about it. Before, I was just gliding right over it. That's a big aspect in MX Simulator. Like, a lot of it is like you got to be focused, but not focused at the same time. Very, very, very weird skill in this game that you have to learn to be really good at it. Like right there. Oh, yeah, baby. You just got to, it's like you got to be focused. You got to be really into it, but not trying too hard at it. You know, when you try too hard at it, then you don't get anywhere in this game. Oh, no. Oh, I forgot about that little log section where they come to like a pie shape and you got to go right between them. Very small spot. Kind of hard to find that when you're going backwards on the track. You just got to know exactly what sort of section you're hitting. So this definitely creates some interesting uphills that you don't hit the normal way. Definitely not too difficult or anything. So I was speaking about at the beginning how some of these rut sections might be a little bit weird hitting backwards. They're really not that bad. Now, I will say what's funny about this is when you go backwards, it seems as if I'm naturally hitting the outside of all these rut berms for whatever reason. Whereas when I go the normal way, it seems like I'm naturally hitting the insides. I don't know why that's happening. I don't know. It's like I'm just naturally flowing to the outside instead of the inside, going backwards on it. Seems like I'm having a little bit of trouble with these. I'm not sure why. Okay, got that uphill. Yeah, it other than that tire section, I feel like most of the track is actually easier going backwards on it. So I definitely recommend doing that if you haven't on this track yet. You'll get a little bit of a just more flow, sort of easy. Whoa, you can jump over all those logs on that little section. Oh, that's cool. I thought about it at the last second if I could hit it or not, and I was like, let's just go for it. Ooh-hoo. Gotta be careful with that mud, dude. You'll slide out in a heartbeat before you can say Bob's your uncle, bro. But either way, I do have a playlist for all of my riding the track going backwards on this shit, so you can find that on my front page. And yeah, anybody that donates or anything like that, I will shout you out in a video. I will read your message in a video. You'll get a personal in-video thank you and all that stuff, no matter what amount that you donate. So yeah, man, either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.